Listen, I don't usually come here to rant, but today, I have had enough. And this is what 4 a.m. It's raining heavily, which is why I'm holding my mic to my mouth. But I have to film this video. Let's go. Welcome to a special and maybe a recurring episode of Mum to Mum, because the internet is becoming ridiculous. So I was minding my business, so I swear I was minding my business, just scrolling through social media, and I stumbled upon should I call it like a conversation? Yeah, it was like a conversation, a discussion about the primary role of a wife and a husband in a home. And the man in the conversation just kept referring to how from time immemorial women have been created to be nurturers. That's like the primary role of women, and men are the protectors. And in the conversation that they were having, they were speaking about like chores, household chores. See, every 2 market days there's a gender role conversation on the internet, and they are just men that are just talking and talking and talking. But yeah, so in that conversation they were talking about chores in the household, specifically about taking care of newborn, and the woman was talking about how it shouldn't be the responsibility of just the woman in a home to take care of the children. And the man was like, what's who carried the pregnancy, who has the sustenance for the baby. He was referring to like the breast milk. So naturally, because the woman has all the baby needs, nature has sort of conditioned it for the woman to be the primary caregiver. So he was saying that nature has naturally conditioned it for the women to bear the children and have like all of the biological things that baby need for sustenance, at least for a period of time, which I don't necessarily disagree with. But if you look at all of the stress that pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum does on a woman, what does it take for a partner, a husband, to consider all of that and then say, you have gone through a lot, 9-10 months of pregnancy, birthing this baby, vaginal, CS, it's a lot for your body. While you breastfeed, let me sort out every other thing. Because again, I think this is going to be like a recurring thing I say in my videos. Apart from breastfeeding, there's nothing that a woman can do that a man cannot do for the child. So why not take off all of the other responsibility? So because a woman has ovaries, womb, and like all of the things that they need to birth children, they carry the pregnancy and they birth the children, it now becomes their responsibility 100% to take care of the children. How does that make sense? Like, how? You can see your partner struggling, you can see them struggle day to day to do this thing that they are naturally conditioned to do, and you don't lift any hand to help because it's not your role. How does that make sense? But this is just like one side of the conversation. Like I said, every day you go on social media and you just see a lot of gender roles conversation. Who cooks in the house? Who cleans? If your wife earns $1 million, would you leave your job? It's just like a lot of nonsense conversation that people argue about on social media. And I think that I should do like a disclaimer and say that I am not totally against gender roles. Like, that's not my stance. It has never been. In a situation where all things are equal, then it makes sense. I don't know what that situation where things are equal is, but in history, all through history, men have out-earned women. There was a time in history when women were not even allowed to earn money. So historically, men have worked and provided financially, and then women, because they can't go out to earn, have just stayed at home and taken care of kids. Then if you look at pre-industrial age era, when life was just you eat what your hand brings in. So when people were hunting, gathering, farming and feeding, when it was that, then the role had to be divided based on who had like the biological capacity to do things, because men were mostly stronger than women. They went out, they hunt, they kill animals, bring food at home, and everybody, things were balanced like that. But in this day and age, when the tables are turning and women are now beginning to out earn men, or some women are now in positions where they are out earning men, where they are going out, even if they are not out earning men, there are some households that function on two salaries, two incomes. Without the wife's income, the house will not function. In a situation like that, why would the primary role for care still be on the woman? Make it make sense. We have evolved in the way that we live as humans. Things have changed, and I think that as things change, we should begin to adjust to the new era. Because your forefathers lived a certain way does not mean that you would live that way now. You see very shameless men online that cannot even afford to take care of themselves, already planning and fantasizing how they are going to marry somebody that they will just keep in the house. I will be cooking fresh meals for them, taking care of their children while they go out and do their own thing. They are not bothered about anything household. They go out, they earn money that is not even enough 100% to take care of the home. They expect that their wife earns and provides as well, and also take 100% responsibility of the household care. I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that the argument that we are naturally or biologically predisposed to do certain things counts. I don't think so. You would see that even in our parents' generation, mothers who gave birth to only boys had no option but to train their boys to take care of themselves as boys. As opposed to like a household that had brothers and sisters, and then the mom made sure that the girls learned to cook, and when she's not available, the girls took care of the home. In a situation where there were no daughters and only sons, who did it? And I think that that's how we should adjust when it comes to division of labor. And even in situations where the man provides 100% financially, you need to give more, unless you don't want your children to know you or understand you, or just see you as a bank that provides money. You don't have any emotional attachments to your children. You don't teach them anything. Your children grow up to be people who have daddy issues. You just give your children avoidable issues because you are a present absent father. I think that it is better for you not to be available, like in the house, and be somewhere and just provide financially for your family, as opposed to living and benefiting from the same house and not contributing anything outside of money to that house. Like, how are you comfortable in that kind of situation? Why are you comfortable in that kind of situation? You see your children growing up day to day, you don't contribute anything to their life. You say you are a provider, you have been biologically predisposed to be a provider, your ancestors were providers. In this day and age, what does provision mean? Today that you can no longer go out to hunt, nobody is asking you to go and sign up for war, you are not standing guard in front of your house to protect your family from lions, like you are not doing any physical protection. What does that protection translate to in this day and age? What do children need to be full functional human beings in this day and age? What is that? You are the protector and provider. You don't know the name of your children's school. You cannot book hospital appointments. You don't know any details of your children's life because that is not your business. Make that make sense. I think that we have grown past all of these primitive arguments, and that we are thinking human beings, and there are things that we should no longer be having conversations about. They are just like common sense sort of things. In this day and age, provision, protection is not just financial, it's mental, it's spiritual, it's emotional. There are a lot of things that is required now to run a home. The way that we were raised, if you raise your children like that in this day and age, you're just setting them up for failure. It requires much more to raise a child now than it used to. So everybody needs to be hands on deck. And I think that we as women need to stop overcompensating as well. There are men that do the barest minimum, and you see people praising them for helping with the things that are their responsibilities. Like, we need to just dead that. Like, a man taking care of his house, taking care of his children, doing day-to-day things is not help. It's his responsibility as much as it is yours. So we need to stop overcompensating them for doing very little, and you need to start demanding that partnership as well. Everybody needs to come equal to the table. Depending on how your household works, you guys need to find a way that helps the both of you. Again, all these idea, tips, conversations, discussions, they are unique in everybody's household. There are households where the man doesn't live at home, lives away from home, provides 100% of finances. There are households where the woman is 100% provider. In situations like that, they shouldn't be expected to be responsible to take care of the household 100%. In situations where it's 50-50 when it comes to the finances, then you guys need to find ways to share the labor in the house depending on capacity, availability. There are just a lot of things to consider when it comes to this sort of thing. So there is no one size fits all, but what everybody can do, they should be doing. There shouldn't be any biology to it. There shouldn't be any natural selection to it. We are all capable human beings, and we need to start pulling our weight. If you can think it, then you can do it. Bringing a child into this world is like a joint decision. Deciding to get married and build like a family is a joint decision. So it shouldn't be one person's responsibility to now run it while the other person is outside doing their own thing. I don't think that that's fair. So yeah, I think that men are taking the piece. They are just being silly and looking for trouble online. Sometimes I wonder if these people that come online and say the things that they say, if they are just trying to rile people up, or if they really mean what they say. Because I don't want to believe that that is what a thinking adult think up in his head. And he thought it though. I don't think that part is bad. He considered it, then he decided to post it online. That's the part that is questionable. It's one thing to think a stupid thing. It's another thing to make the world know that you thought a stupid thought. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. So I wonder sometimes if they are just trying to make people have conversations about them, around them, or if that is really how they think. But whatever it is, thank God for social media. At least we know the people that we should be avoiding, the families that we should be running away from. We really know, because those sort of people, imagine what their mother and father, let's not even have those conversations. But I really do hope that that is not their true thoughts. And if it is, thank God that they are telling us on time, so that the women that will marry them will see it. The people that are around them will knock their head. They have those sort of reasonable people around them. But I just hope that it's really know what they think, and they are just trying to, everybody's making money online now, trying to be like topic of conversation and go viral so that they get paid. So I'm just hoping that that is what it is, which is why you shouldn't take everything that you read online, hook, line, sinker. But yeah, I think that I have ranted enough for this video. I'm going to do more of this. I think I would bring like popular culture, popular conversations online, and sort of dissect it here and give like my opinion about it. Let me know if it's something that you guys would want, if it's something that you'd be interested in. But yeah, I hope that this video was not too long. I did not intend for it to be too long. I just wanted to yap, because that video pissed me off. I wanted to go in and just knock his head and say, do you know what you are saying? What are you saying? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Cover your eyes. Cover your face with shame. There was something a reverend sister when I was in secondary school used to tell us to do then. Will you cover your faces in shame? All of us will now bow down. That's what they're supposed to be telling these men. Cover your faces with shame, because you should be ashamed of what just came out of your mouth. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. But let me know in the comment section what your opinion about all of this gender role conversation is, do you think that a man should provide financially 100% and not contribute anything else in the home, or do you see it as a joint contribution? And in situations where the household functions on two incomes, the man and the woman provide, how should they distribute their other responsibilities? Let me know in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you are not yet subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.